Hey guys, Kareem Babe here, fund manager, entrepreneur. So President Trump just announced new tariffs, and the usual debate is already raging. But let's take just a step back for a second and ask, what's the bigger picture here? Speaking as an independent, I'm not leaning toward any particular party. I'm just an American dude who's trying to shed light and take a step back and highlight my view on this particular topic. Well, America has to do something about the massive trade imbalance that we have allowed to grow over the last few decades, right? Most of you don't even remember a year where we had even a trade surplus. We can't just be the largest economy in the world outsourcing everything just because it's cheaper. Well, it may look great on the balance sheet for a year or two, maybe five, but in the long run, it is absolutely an economic suicide. For those of you that remember Mighty GE and Jack Welch, he was among the pioneers to not only outsource blue collar job, but also pioneered outsourcing white collar jobs. It done well for GE for a while he was a president and CEO. But if you look at the stock of GE post Jack Welch, it kind of actually tumbled because by outsourcing your know-how, yes, you gain in terms of, especially if you're a publicly traded company, in terms of showing quarterly result. But what you're losing is really what made you great. You lose the capability of that ecosystem that you have created. You lose knowledge-based suppliers. You lose any JV you have in place domestically or collaboration between academics and non-for-profit and for-profit companies. All of that is gone. So it starts with outsourcing one job and then outsourcing the rest, and all of a sudden, yes, you're gaining in terms of an executive well-trained who's based somewhere in India or perhaps China or Vietnam. But then what you're losing is really using the foundation to produce, innovate on an ongoing basis. As of today, obviously the market is overreacting, or it's perhaps reacting. But as Warren Buffett always said, in the short term, the market is a voting machine, and the long term is a waiting machine. And I don't think we should allow Wall Street or the capital market to really dictate the future of our economy. It is a reflection of only, by the way, publicly traded company, but GDP is not about financial engineering and stock market and bond market. It's about really producing real outputs. And let's not forget that our most economy in which we're living in, they're not publicly traded on a New York Stock Exchange or a NASDAQ. It's just the average, mom and pop that once upon a time were producing things, as a matter of fact, that allowed us to turn World War II into a winning battle. Remember, we were not a mighty military presence, but we had an industrial presence that allowed us to kind of take that foundation and do something with it. I mean, all of this is absolutely gone, and we need to do something about it that is fundamental. And I think President Trump is allowing this experiment, and I think we all have to be a little bit patient. If we can't just take a 10-20% market corrections any longer, and we're waiting for a monetary stimulus of a sort to save us. Guys, just remember, during COVID, we could not even have masks. We didn't even have the capabilities of producing something as mundane yet necessary as masks. So just take a step back, and we need to be self-sufficient. If you're a small country, I completely understand that you cannot manufacture everything, and I don't think we should manufacture anything anyways. But I think if you're the largest economy, you have a domestic consumer base upon which you can actually produce things and sell things to. So enough of cheap gadget and cheap t-shirts, etc. We have more of these. I mean, You don't need 20 t-shirts. You can live with 10 or 5 t-shirts and you'll be okay if the price of these over time is going to increase. It's going to reverse anyways. Let's just be patient and just like, give the benefit of the doubt that this could bring jobs back home. It would bring investment back home. We are the largest economy. Of course, other countries would retaliate, but that's absolutely okay. I don't think we should be backing down for now. I think we should allow this experiment. And I don't think Wall Street or the capital market should actually sway us. I think that's my humble opinion. I know it might be controversial for some, but this is my personal view, and we'll love to see what your comments are. And please, if you like what you watch, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And until then, I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day.